I'm Carl101, and today we're starting Metal Gear Solid 2. So yeah, since I figured I did, that other game, whatever, I might be, Metal Gear Solid 1, yeah, I got this. I figured I'd do, 2. Do we want to do Radar on? Let's go with Radar Type 2. Let's be daring. Only not really. Remember that the story is fictional.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
So right now, we're in the past. I want to say that this is the year 2007 or 8. I know the game came out like 2001 or 2002, or a lot earlier than when the time period was. I know that a lot of the Metal Gear Solid series is... when Metal Gear Solid 1 came out, which is, I want to say... 1998, 1999, those 2 years. It took place in 2002 or 2003. So this is just trying to represent what could happen in the future years, even though the future is kind of here. Except for Metal Gear Solid 4. That, I don't think, has taken place yet. But we'll get to that later. Oh, Snake, why do you have to smoke? He just disappeared! I thought you were supposed to throw your bungee cable after you tie it to something. Maybe he did, and I just didn't see it. I don't know, I never understood this part too well. I mean, I understand he's trying to get on the boat and all, it's just, I never understood how he necessarily got on the boat. Then I forgot what I was just saying because of this cool scene right here where he's all electrocuted and stuff. And how nobody notices that he got on the boat. No, nobody noticed the lightning that was coming from a random thing.
He's back on schedule.
And yes, that would be Revolver Ocelot. Or Ocelot. Ocelot? Ocelot. I can't speak today. I love how it tells you 3 times so far.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Still
Oh yeah, one of the cool things you can do about this game is if you use the analog sticks, you can move around.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to
The
deal with
pictures
it.
all around.
You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method, we don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization, and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Which is annoying.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea.
No, wouldn't it be a great idea?
Clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's
You know,
in there, no doubt about it.
Arming
The
Marines with,
military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat.
heavy assault
That's
weapons
SOP
would be a
for
great
counter-terror
idea.
ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Uh-oh. That guy didn't make it. Those goggles they had are awesome.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tank of this size.
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
18 people on a ship. That seems like a lot.
AKS 740. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head pair. I'm transmitting the photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
I like how Snake just turns around really slowly, like almost thinking like there's someone behind him.
Theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamarov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my